you guys handle conflicts? And what is the most attractive thing about your partner? Somewhere you've had sex that was not inside of your house. Who usually makes up first after an argument? Who said I love you first? How do you maintain your marriage? Who spoke about marriage and settling down more? How do you guys handle conflicts? That's the next question.
I think we're getting better at handling conflict.
Yeah.
I think so.
We were never perfect in handling conflicts from the beginning of our relationship that has been 5 years ago. But now I think we have gotten to the place where we're understanding each other more. We understand how each other thinks. We kind of know beforehand how the other person would react if certain thing is done, if certain thing is said. And so I think that, like, the growth of our relationship has helped us in just understanding and trying to control how we approach each other so we don't have a lot of conflicts. But as it is right now, there is no one strategy that we do. We just try to work through each problem.
And generally,
in reality,
we know what to do. We always know what the right approach is.
Yeah.
But sometimes the emotions might get the better of us. But we know that focusing on the problem instead of on each other is the best way, and it works when we do that. But at times, you know, things might not go smoothly, but we understand what the right way is, and more and more we're doing the right way.
We generally always look at it as it is not me against him or not him against me. It's both of us against whatever the problem or the situation is. We try to use that to resolve our conflicts. It doesn't always work that way, you know, depending on whatever we are fighting about at the time. But yeah, we do try to not be excessively mad and disrespectful and all of that, because the minute disrespect and all of that stuff come into whatever you're fighting about, it escalates, and like something that would be resolved in like a couple hours, it takes a couple days, because then no, it's not just the problem, it's you being disrespectful, it's you raising your voice, it's you doing this, it's you doing that, and then you have so many things on top of the problem that you need to know, argue and work through. So the problem just escalates and you just, you know, live in a state of unhappiness. So we are trying to not do that right now. It's not always perfect, but we do our best, and we're trying, and we're comfortable with where we're at in terms of trying to be respectful and just handle conflicts when they're fresh. Alright, next question. What is the most attractive thing about your partner? Ooh, I cannot wait to hear this. What do you like about me that you have to think so hard about?
It's not about thinking hard enough. I'm trying to make this entire session PG friendly.
Adam, we asked the people for juicy questions.
We did.
Mom and dad, we are adults. Alright, while he's thinking, I'll just go. So Adam has 2 dimples on his rear end, not his bottom, but in his back, the lower part of his back, like 2 little dimples.
It's a physical feature we're going for, right?
It doesn't matter if it's physical or mental or emotional or whatever, just what you find attractive about your spouse.
Okay.
It can be physical or otherwise, but what stands out to me that I find very sexy on my husband is those dimples in the bottom half of his back. You know, baby have dimples in the jaw. He has 2 in his back. So nice. So nice. Like, he'll just stand there and I'll see him naked and I'll just go and poke it like that. So cool. I've never seen that before, so it's pretty cool. So that's attractive. What should I be saying here? I like the way he thinks. I like the way he breathes. What?
I'm wondering what the scope of this question is, but alright, let's take the physical. Maybe that's more interesting. My wife's lower back just below her lower back. That's incredible.
My butt? What?
Well, we could go there. I didn't say that necessarily since it's a kids program.
It's
But
not,
since
it
you
is not for kids.
since you have highlighted that particular area,
Oh my
you know,
God. I do not have a. What?
it for me,
Yeah.
it's good. It's perfect. Yeah. And there are other things.
Oh.
Your body in general. This sounds weird, but I can't just pick out one or two parts because I guess your butt on someone else might not look as appealing. I don't know.
Okay.
Or your legs on someone else might not look the same. So I can't just single out parts. But I think the combination of your body parts,
Okay. They go well together.
is optimal. Yeah.
Boy.
I would say that.
Okay, so you like my body and my.
And I like your cheeks and your earlobes
Yes.
a lot.
Definitely my earlobes. Like, this is annoying.
And you have a very, very nice smile too.
Huh.
It's incredible.
Somewhere you've had sex that was not inside of your house. To be honest, this was the one question that we brainstormed before getting on camera.
I don't remember what the answer was.
And we didn't have an answer to this question. To be honest, I don't think we've ever
It's
had sex outside
another
of
building, like a hotel or something like that.
I'm thinking this question means something like a van backer. Run a mystery backyard or on the railing or something. I don't know. Alright, the answer to this question is we have been spontaneous in places in our house that we be sexy. But outside of the house, no. I cannot think of a time when we were never inside where we live or where he lives. And that's that. So we're spontaneous, but in the four walls of wherever we abode.
Yeah,
You agree?
I agree.
Who usually makes up first after an argument? This is difficult.
I think it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
Could be 50-50.
Yeah, and it almost all of the time it depends on the argument itself. If the argument was caused by me and I was wrong in whatever brought up the argument, then I think I try to make up, and vice versa. If it's just a general thing that we are fighting about, I think we just argue about it and then we both just say, you know what, screw not talking to each other and just talk to each other. Because what's the sense? You're going to sit down there. Alright, this is the thing with me. I hate not having Adam to talk to because we live in Japan and we do not have family here. We do have friends here now, but they're not close by friends. It's friends that we talk to online and stuff like that. It's not a friend that, you drop over them house or whatever. They are friends that we have to make plans with and make an effort to go and see. You understand? So it is just us here. So you can imagine if we are at a bad place, if we are fighting, I don't have anybody to talk to. He does not have anybody to talk to. And as I said, I do not like to be alone because it's a whole other level of sadness. So he knows this. He knows that I do not like not having his friendship. So we always just try to argue it out fast and try to get back to a place where we are good with each other. Next question. Who said I love you first? I think we mentioned this in a video. I'm not sure which video it was. I think it was another game that we were playing. But
it might have been me.
Yeah,
I think so.
Adam said I love you first. It was not a verbal I love you. It was a text though. It was a text I love you. I'm not sure if my response to him was I love you too or something else. I'm not sure. Like, oh?
I would have remembered if it were oh.
Oh? Okay. We're not there yet. just kidding. I wasn't like that, but yeah, I don't remember what my exact response to his I love you was, but I'm almost sure that we were on the same page in terms of falling for each other. So I'm almost sure that I said it back almost immediately, if not immediately. How do you maintain your marriage after fights or haven't learned something you don't like? How do you maintain your marriage? In terms of fights or having learned something you don't like. For me, if I learn that he does not like something that I do or say, I try to never say it again. That maintains peace and quiet and respect. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, it's just about responding to that information and with the other person's interest in mind. So if there's a fight, of course we try to dissolve as quickly as possible. And if it's me learning something that I don't like, then if it's a behavior, then I expect it to not continue, you know, if my expectation is reasonable, and vice versa. And if it's something like I learned about her past or whatever, I mean, that can't be helped. So
yeah,
it's a matter of getting over it.
Yeah, that's one thing that we do not do. We do not get our panties in a bunch over things that happened when we were not together. We have that level of comfort with each other. Like nothing is off limits to talk about. Nothing is too strange to mention. Like nothing. Like we're totally comfortable, and that maintains healthy communication and an atmosphere where you can feel like if you have something weird going on in your mind, you can always say it. You don't have to feel like somebody else is gonna judge you, like you know, like kind of that. And we kind of maintain, like our marriage stays maintained through that, I'd say, because it's not much side eyeing and side guessing and disagreement. We are mostly always on the same page in terms of what we need to do. If we are disagreeing, we try to be respectful of what the other person is saying and never do it again. We are not always perfect with that, but it is what we strive to accomplish. Right, next question. Who spoke about marriage and settling down more? I'd say we did not really talk about this kind of stuff excessively because it was something that we both wanted. And even though we weren't talking about getting married and all of that stuff, we knew we wanted to get married. It's not like I had to ask him, so do you think you're into marriage and having kids and doing all of that? Like, I think both of us were at a place in our adulthood where we know that we want to grow up, get a career, get married, have kids, blah blah blah. So in terms of talking about it more, I didn't think we even spent a lot of time talking about it at all, because we were dating to get to that stage from the beginning without asking each other if you want to get married or you think you're going to get married to me. I was dating looking to see if that person would be my husband, not so you want to get married or what do you think about marriage, what do you think about having kids. Like, that wasn't it for me. So I think we both went into the relationship just knowing that that would have been the end goal. You look sleepy, Adam.
Not sleepy at all.
Next question. How did you guys meet? Was there certain thoughts going through your mind when he approached you?
Watch this video.
Yes, we do have a video on how we met in its entirety. So please watch that video to find out how we met and how we remained a unit. One question that I want to answer quick before I close out this video, and is that somebody asked if I'll be continuing my channel after we start reproducing, and the long and short of that answer is yes, I do plan to continue my content, because if you guys talk to me over on Instagram, you know that this is what I see myself doing over the next 5 years, over the next 10 years, is really to build my brand here online, on YouTube, on social media, and go up from there. I do not see myself working a 9 to 5 forever. So yes, it will be major difficult, but it is what I'm passionate about, and I have every intention to continue producing content. As usual, I do not know what is going to happen in the future, how tired I'll be, or what my circumstances will be, but at this point I say yes, I'll be continuing to put content out here. We are going to end the video right here, and then we're going to leave the other questions plus new questions that I'll be posting up on Instagram very soon to do another video like this. So if you're not yet following me on Instagram, please head over to my Instagram. My handle is right here on your screen so that you do not miss the question box. And if you do not do Instagram at all and you want to ask us some questions, leave your questions down in the comment box below on this video. I will write them down and I will be answering them in the next couples Q&A that we do. And I hope that you guys absolutely loved this juicy Q&A. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.
So back to what I was saying. Could be